everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is another makeup basket video for the month of April. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this month. I'll probably go back to the way I normally do it next month, but I kind of just wanted to put everything back in my drawer and then pull everything out from the drawers like from scratch and kind of start fresh. Usually I keep things and I carry them over and then I forget what I have and then I pull out too many of one category or something. I don't know, I'm just going to start fresh for this month. So this is my first drawer. It's all of my larger eyeshadow palettes. I did just choose the eyeshadows for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project for April, so I know what shadows I'm going to be focusing on. One of them is from this e.l.f. Modern Metals palette, so I'm going to pull this out and work on one of the shades from this palette. And then the other shades are actually from my second eyeshadow drawer, which is smaller eyeshadows and then random knickknacks I have back here. One of the shades is from this Tartelette in Bloom palette, so I'm going to pull this one out. Another shade is from this Bold Obsessions palette from Milani, so I'm going to pull this one out. And another one is from this Milani Most Loves Matte palette, so I'm going to also pull this one out. And my last shade I need to work on is this yellow shade from this quad here, so I'm going to pull out this one as well. So I'm going to be working with 5 different palettes this month. I do want to take a moment to look at some of these back here. This is the Pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Taupe. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull out the Mad Lash from the Balm. I only have a little bit left of this to use before I want to get rid of it. And I'll replace it with the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. I have this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer I'm going to pull out. I'm also going to pull out the Marc Jacobs Highliner. This is in the shade Blacker, and it's just a pencil liner I've really been liking. And I think that's going to be it from the little knickknack drawer, and I think that's going to be it for eyeshadows and eye products. Now for blushes, I do have this Too Faced Baby Love blush that I'm working on for a project pan, so I'm going to pull this one out. I also recently purchased a new blush. This is from PYT Beauty. It was on sale for like $10 off, and I already had my eye on it, so I wanted to buy it. So this one is new to my collection. I want to use it a couple times this month. I'm not going to pull it out this month, but one combo I do want to talk about is the Camellia blush from Becca and a bronzer from Urban Decay. This is the Sun-Kissed version. Camellia is a little bit too bright and pigmented for me for what I want right now, but whenever I mix it with the Urban Decay bronzer, this kind of turns into a bronzy blush and makes it a lot more wearable. So if you have any blushes that you like and you want to hold on to, but they're like a little bit too bright or a little bit too much for what you're going for, either mix them with a bronzer or mix them with a more like orangey bronzy blush, and that might make it a little bit easier to work with. I'm not going to pull them out, but that is a duo that I liked working with a lot last month. Now for bronzers, I'm going to pull out this contour powder from Kevyn Aucoin. It's currently in a project pan, so I'm going to work on it some more. I'm also almost finished with this Laura Geller bronzer. It's in the shade Sunrise Fair. I only have the teeniest, tiniest bit left, so I'm going to pull this out. And once this one is finished, I'm going to start working on this bronzer here. Both of these sides are in a project pan I'm doing right now, and I'll start using this as a bronzer once the Laura Geller one is gone. Now for one of my favorite drawers, highlighter. I'm going to pull out this Wet n Wild powder. I don't really know if this is like a face powder or a highlighter. It really depends on your personal preferences, but I'm going to pull it out and work on it this month. And I'm also going to pull out this new highlighter. This is from Cover FX. It's a little mini of the Moonlight, and it's a really pretty natural, everyday type of shade. So I'm going to pull this out and play with it. And next I'm going to pull out Pillow Talk from Ofra, just a really pretty blinding pink highlight whenever I'm feeling a little bit festive. This is what I will wear. Little shout out, I've really been loving the Berlin Glow highlighter from Becca. I've been wearing away the top of the picture on the little top of the powder. This is really beautiful. It is different, in my opinion, from the other Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors because I feel like this one lasts a little bit longer. I think it's better quality just from having used up a mini of the Moonstone highlighter. I like it. I really hope the people who want it, especially the people in Europe who want it, are able to get their hands on it because I think it's lovely. I also really enjoyed using Stargazer from Melt Cosmetics last month. It's a really pretty but very buildable blinding highlight, and I really liked it a lot. Alright, this bottom one is all of my face products. I'm working on the Ofra setting spray that I have in a Mario Badescu bottle, so I'm going to pull this one out. I'm going to pull out the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Waterproof Powder. I'm going to put this in my backpack for touch-ups. I'm going to pull out the LA Girl concealer because it's almost gone, and then to replace it, I recently purchased a supersize of the Makeup Revolution concealer. I'm in the shade C7. I think next time I might go a shade lighter because it does, I mean, it looks dark compared to my skin, but on the face it looks fine. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe next time I'll get like one shade lighter. I'm also going to pull out the Smashbox Primerizer and the Tarte powder. These are both in a project pan. I'm going to pull out the Bare Minerals concealer. This is in the shade Light 1. It's just a color corrector I've been playing around with. I don't love it as much as the NYX one, I'll be real with you. And I think that's everything I want to pull out for face products this month. The last one is lip products. I am going to pull out Crush here by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to pull out Como. I'm going to pull out, I mean, my lip balms I'm going to pull out anyway because I use them on a regular basis and I put them in my backpack, but I'm going to pull out the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. This is in a project pan. And I'm going to pull out, which one is it? I'm going to pull out Live It Up by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a really pretty pink color and I want to play with it this month. And depending on what eye looks I create, I might want to grab other colors. I'm not entirely sure, but I think for now this is good. Alright, so this is my makeup drawer for the month of April. I got everything I need in here, all my Project Pan items, some new products to play with, like this PYT blush I'm pretty excited about, this Bare Minerals concealer, mostly Project Pan stuff and Panless eyeshadow stuff, couple things that are like almost finished, which I'm excited about. I'm excited to have Como back in my life. I had used up a little mini of it like a year or so ago and I wanted to purchase it again, but I thought I would wait and use some of the other purple lipsticks in my collection first. So I'm glad to have it back. I'm glad to have a fresh Makeup Revolution concealer in my collection. I'm glad they sell super sizes of it now, so it's even cheaper per ounce. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to play with some of these shades. I think I'm going to play around with this olive shade too and maybe pair it with this yellow a little bit more this month to get more use out of that yellow. But yeah, this is my makeup basket. Let me know if in future makeup basket videos you want me to have the last clip be it of it in my actual makeup drawer or if you prefer it on my couch like normal. Let me know what your thoughts are, but in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me and I'll see you in my next video.